G'day, Liam Lawson, welcome back to his old team Vcarb today in the paddock with open arms. It was a lovely thing to see. This morning coming into the track I'm thinking, how's Liam going to handle that walk into the track? He's been demoted, and don't doubt that this is a demotion. I see a number of comments with people saying, no, it's not a demotion. It is. You're going from the senior team to the junior team. But when he walked through that gate and he had his head down, I thought, oh, this must be uncomfortable for him. And then I noticed this sign, which had been made by his social media crew. He spotted it and instantly had a beautiful grin on his face. Then his team principal, Laurent Mekies, was out there to greet him, as were a number of the crew, giving him hugs. He stood there and admired that sign, and I thought, well, that is a really class act. And I think that really says a lot about the team. It was the social media team's idea, and it was pretty much instantly agreed upon that that's what they were going to do. I spoke to Liam a short time later, and I said, how did you feel when you saw that? And he said, I liked it. I missed them too. And really, he's only been away from them for 2 races, and now he's back with them, well, hopefully for the rest of the year. In the press conference, Liam admitted that he didn't know about it in China. In fact, he didn't find out until Monday evening or Tuesday, and that was via a call from Christian Horner. At that time, he was already back in the UK preparing for his next race with Red Bull. He did say it came as a surprise, but he's pretty much resigned himself to it now. I thought he was very professional and calm in his responses, and I'm sure he's angry. How could you not be? Because, as he mentioned in that press conference, there were things at both of those races that were out of his control and affected his results. Having said that, he did say, the decision's not mine, but I'll make the most of it. He took 2 days to think about the decision and then bang, straight to Faenza to start work back with his old team. Now, thanks to Holofly for sponsoring this video and keeping me connected here in Japan. We all know slow internet is a pain, and slow internet is just not an option for me when I'm at the track. That's why I have an Holofly eSIM. I can upload videos like this, keep you in the loop with my image posts, and stay connected with my entire team easily. Whether I'm in Japan or one of the other 200 destinations serviced by Holofly, I have access to unlimited data, fast 4G and 5G speeds, and 24/7 support. The eSIM installs in minutes, I don't get stung with roaming fees, I can even customize my plan duration to suit my stay. F1 is fast, and your internet should be too. Get Holofly's unlimited eSIM now and stay connected wherever you go. Use the link in the description or the code KIMELMAN for a discount at the checkout. Now let's talk the other side of the equation. Yuki Tsunoda, he came in today with the biggest media throng around him I've seen in a long time. I don't think he's experienced that before. He's at his home race, he's got hundreds of thousands of fans keen to see him do well, and I really thought that it would be an amazing story if Liam outdid Yuki at this race, showing that the car was in fact very tricky to drive. But as has been pointed out to me by a number of people, this is his home race. He knows this track so well. Liam has far less experience, so I would expect Yuki to do well. Even if he struggles with the car, I'd be confident now that he will finish above Liam. Now, when did Yuki hear about this? Well, he played it pretty close to his chest. I think he was covered by some confidentiality. But he did say Christian Horner prepped him, saying, be ready, something's coming. Judging by that statement, I would suggest he found out before they told Liam, and that's what we understand, that Liam found out about it through social media. But Yuki couldn't tell anybody, not even his parents, the night before the announcement was made. He was just saying nothing. Pierre Gasly called him and just gave him the heads up of what it's like to drive for Red Bull. And I'm sure that was a warts and all explanation. And if you're wondering whether or not Max has given Yuki any advice, Yuki said that, look, if I tapped him on the shoulder and asked him, he probably wouldn't tell me the truth anyway. Of course, it's not Max's job to help his teammate out. And Checo was also quick to send a message to Yuki wishing him the best of luck. Yuki also said that when he got in today to Red Bull, his first priority was breakfast. That's what he had on his mind. Such a mad food lover is the Yuki Tsunoda. And with the late announcement of the change of drivers, it's meant that a lot of this signage, for instance this one here, this sign out the front of the Scirocco station, still has 2 drivers with the wrong race suits on, but there's a fair chance that will be remedied by the time we get to Sunday. Certainly at the track yesterday there was plenty going on to swap signage over. And if you have a look here at this Red Bull merchandise stand, for a while they had 3 drivers driving for Red Bull. This is a picture from the back of the grandstand, the main pit straight grandstand. And I had expected these 2 holes to be filled. Yesterday they were blank, but today still blank, missing Yuki and Liam. If those new pics have been printed, to get them up there is no mean feat, I imagine. So will we see them here over the weekend? I'm going to say yes. This weekend we see new liveries for a couple of teams. Red Bulls is interesting because originally they wanted to go with pink, as I understand it, but it put too much weight on the car. Now I'm not sure of the numbers, but whatever that number was, it was significant enough for the team to say, no, we're going to live with primarily white. And the other team is Haas, and they're going with cherry blossoms for this time of year, and they are beautiful around the track here. You'll see them feature in a lot of photos come Friday, definitely. Now, I'll do a video after the race on Monday talking about what the drivers drove, but Lando Norris's car today worth a special mention. This indeed is a collaboration between Quadrant, which of course Lando is intimately involved with, and Liberty Walk. And have a look at this machine. This is a Nissan Custom R32 Skyline. Pretty legendary car in this country, and there's certainly a number of plain ones about, but this one is a step up with a whole lot of bells and whistles on it. And have a look at the interior. Lando actually drove the car into the track, and he was accompanied by his security guard, who told me it was indeed very loud on the road, and I'm sure got plenty of looks on his way in. Let's talk podiums. This one here is interesting because it's above one of the garages, and that garage is the only one to have digital signage. Of course, if this wasn't digital and just a fixed sign, whoever had that, and that'd be Sauber, would get huge exposure by the podium pictures. But being able to change it come podium time is very valuable to F1. The other thing is no glass in front of the podium at this race. It was my understanding that LV had asked for glass at all races this year, but that's not the case as it stands now. This is chicken wire. Chicken wire. And as you can see here, there's also the wire that runs across. And with there being no tower for us to stand on for those podium pictures, we're going to get that wire running probably across the chest of a lot of drivers, unless Yuki ends up in third place, which is the lowest platform, and he's one of the shortest drivers. That top strand might actually cut right across his neck or face. Look at this watch. This is a new Tag Heuer that was just released, and I understand it's only 10 pieces. And it's going to retail for about £120,000, euros, dollars, a lot anyway. But look at this. It's got Crofty's line, lights out, and away we go in it. And I understand that David has been paid a royalty fee on this. But wait, was he the only one to ever use that phrase? No. I did some research, and going back to 2012, Ben Edwards from Channel 4 used the very same phrase. And of course, David's made it famous, and he always mentions it in any of the presentations that he does. But it's an interesting line, isn't it, that somebody's getting paid a royalty for some words put in the right order that someone else has also used. Now, just before I go, we're across the road from a bloody roller coaster here, and every 20 seconds, bloody annoying. Before you go, please hit the subscribe button for those of you unsubscribed, and for these people here already subscribed, thank you. And at the very least, could you please like this video? Thanks for watching, and stay passionate. It's noisy out here, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, look at me.